A summoner has reconnected.
Just waiting on, I guess, 1 or 2 more people to reconnect, and we are good to go. I'm going to jump in. It is now game 3. Go ahead and move these team names around a little bit.
Welcome to Summoner's
Just make
Guild.
sure that that we're commentating the same part of time to jump to live.
Where's the button for that? There we go. There we go. We are good to go.
We got
30
some
seconds
standard
until
defending
minions
the
spawn.
jungle blue on the blue team. Nothing really out of the ordinary, you know, no big invades. You know, just standard safe play.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody really wants to take the chance in invading right now. It is game 3. It is the final game, so everybody's kind of seems like they're just tiptoeing around for the time being. Haven't seen anything interesting like that tonight thus far.
Minions have spawned.
Here we go, minions have spawned. This is the semifinals. SWAGTUSKS versus Team OSU.
With the exclamation point.
OSU!
Looks like we're just going to go ahead and go Wolves first. And the same thing for Cho'Gath. So again, you just see a mirrored path at the very beginning. You'll notice right away that Cho'Gath doesn't burn his smite on blue. Let's see what he elects to burn that for.
Looks like he's gonna save it for red buff. Maybe put some, you know, really early pressure. Seems like he might want to gank top lane pretty early or mid lane. But those 2 lanes will be optimal for him to gank early.
I'm interested to see how this game is going to turn out. Seemed like it was a pretty dominating performance by OSU in game 2. And of course, SWAGTUSKS picking up game 1. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
And you see Jace, you know, he's warded his Tribush. So if indeed that Cho'Gath, you know, plans on ganking top, and it looks like, yeah, we have a DC.
Yep, it's a DC. It is the battle of the PCs.
Battle of the PCs.
Dun,
Battle of the
dun, 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 dun.
Internet service providers. I thought I noticed some stutter stepping on the Cho'Gath earlier, and well, the result out of 5,000 ping. Just hopefully things are back to normal. You know, turn off those torrents. You know, close Dropbox, everything that's taking your bandwidth.
No kidding. But it looks like we got it figured out and back into the game. They're really getting picked away a little bit by that Jace, but they're trading pretty evenly for the most part. Jace gets a little ahead and punished a little bit by the creep.
He's got to watch out for that stun. As soon as he knocks Aurelia just below his own health, you know, he's
Jaina
going to get
decides
that
to
stun.
shield. Uh-oh.
We got the
Looks
gank
like they
from the
catch
bottom.
Tarek, and Jarvan pops him up. It looks like here comes
It's a rupture
Cho'Gath.
and did not land. We'll see what we can do. Normally open with
And
the
Graves
silence.
burns his flash. And it looks like they're going to pick him up, and they do. Tristana picking up first blood on Graves, punishing him for his mispositioning there. Not only that, they have their creep wave pushed all the way to the turret, and it looks like they're off to a pretty good start.
And this could set Graves back just a little bit. He is missing that big fat wave of minions.
So OSU, that very good first blood.
Have just a little bit of denying by Jace top lane. And just a moment ago, Aurelia and Jace had the same amount of mana, but with Jace's passive on his W, he's able to regen that with every melee. Jace's ward is gone now. He has no vision of this Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath seems to be aware of this. He's going to swing around back, and I don't know if Jay saw that or not, but it looks like the jig's up now. The Rupture misses completely. Is he going to land the silence? Nope, Jace pushes him away, and just going to go into a soft reset.
And a lot of Cho'Gath players recently, well, I mean, in this case, this Cho'Gath, you know, he's opening his ganks up with Rupture. Normally, if you get into range, you silence him first, that Rupture pretty much never misses. So, you know, but going for that Rupture is a little more surprising if you go for it first. That's what he seems to be doing. We have an early Oracles here on Jarvan, clearing wards.
Looks like Jarvan's aware of Cho'Gath's presence and pings his team to warn. Looks like Anivia and Keenan doing pretty well, trading fairly efficiently. Although Keenan is 10 creep ahead already, so we'll have to see how that plays out.
We do notice that Anivia is going for blue. Looks like she might be going, yeah, there we go. Here's blue buff. As soon as she gets that blue buff, you know, with Jarvan's help, she'll be able to farm creep almost instantly. It's that, you know, toggle ult.
Definitely a necessity.
Most
Many Anivia players, but it looks like Jace is going to come in for backup because Keenan just isn't going to allow that to happen. Flashes over the Anivia wall. Did not want to take any chances there.
I'll trade an Anivia wall cooldown for a flash any day.
That was a very good trade on his part, that's true.
It was a very well placed wall. There we go.
Oh, and he lands the stun. Jarvan jumps in, but Keenan's just going to go ahead and push out. He is ignited. Another one of those ice picks might have picked up the kill, but it looks like he's barely going to get away. And Jarvan's just going to go ahead and continue with Raves. Jace with a bit of a health lead on Irelia, and the creep is pushed pretty far back. Irelia just needs to be a little bit careful here. Can't afford to keep taking free auto attacks from Jace.
Although the trades have been in Jace's favor, the creep count is pretty much equal.
Irelia definitely doing a good job of making sure she keeps up. And this is where it's an issue. You cannot continue to take it, but she's going to go ahead and pop an ult. Push him back. Never a bad thing. And now they're pretty low on mana, so you're just going to see more passive in the top lane. This is lag. We're lagging.
Did you notice that no red buff was there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was a lag or just a graphical misclick now. Maybe poking down to see if anybody's at Dragon. It doesn't look like there's any wards there. Jarvan coming through to clear any with this Oracle, but he isn't going to find any.
He might be able to catch that one in the tri-bush if he heads down there. No, he may overlook it. Here we go. Reset that enemy blue buff counter. By enemy, I mean purple team, not enemy.
I'm really getting a little too close. I have to burn her flash to stay away from Jace there. And Jace is just going to go ahead and push his creep lane farther ahead.
Can't get too confident versus a low HP Aurelia. If she stuns you under that tower, it's, you know, it could be a kill for her.
She's going to burn her ult now, though. And just going to go ahead and recall. Heal up. Here comes Cho'Gath out of the bush. That bush is warded, so the jig's up, but he's just going to go ahead and clear that ward. Janet's going to try and do something about it. Whips another rupture. Does land the silence on both of them there.
We have four-headed bot in the blue team. Oh, they are given up by the ward. No longer existent, thanks to that early Oracle by Jarvan.
And Jarvan might go to Dragon Pit, try and clear out that ward, but it doesn't look like it. He's going to go around the Dragon Pit.
And Aurelia should be able to make a recovery from that push by Jace. She did lose a few minions, but she seems to be getting back up to speed. You know, Jace has gone B.
Jarvan just doing a good job clearing out of these wards, taking a little bit of punishment from Keenan, but nothing too serious.
Now it's completely worth taking out all these wards. You know, he's just having kind of a ward fiesta right now. You know, he's just taking them all out.
Terry decides to pink that tri-bush there and doesn't see anything. Uh-oh, Tristana getting exhausted. Has to jump away to get out. Tarek does land that stun onto Graves, and doesn't look like Tristana's going to punish too hard. Much more interested in the Janna. And Graves without mana is a severely neutered Graves. Definitely can't afford to push out too far. Really is just going to go ahead and jump on Jace. Take some damage off, back off.
A lot of even trades.
Does jump back on him. Oh, this is just going to be a total game of chicken here. Who's going to come out? Jace does get ignited, though.
Will she have the mana? She doesn't have the mana to Q him. Could have been a cool kill for her. Let's see if Cho'Gath can dive.
Very frustrating. Cho'Gath derping around the corner. Here he comes.
Let's see if they do put pressure on this tower. They could take it if they want. Sometimes it's not always desirable.
Cho'Gath to just push in a little bit and rupture here. He could have forced at least the animation for the recall to stop. He chooses not to. Looks like Coercion really forcing back the last Shyvana in mid here.
Here we are at the 13-minute mark. A somewhat uneventful game. Only one kill has been, accomplished for the purple team.
So far, definitely a very passive game on both teams' parts.
We have initiation.
Oh, and they rupture Jarvan away, and he's just going to be forced.
We do have a Nivea coming around, and Aurelia and Jace are going to meet very soon.
Cho'Gath does pick up the blue. Jace comes in, and the rupture does hit Jarvan, pushing him back a little bit. Keenan's going to try and kite Jace away with that speed bonus. It's not going to work, and he flashes over the Anivia wall one more time. Very consistent play out of Keenan there.
And Anivia.
Anivia definitely spot on with the walls all game, forcing flashes left and right.
Here comes Jarvan to clear pink. Well, he might get the gold from it. It's about to expire, and there it goes. No ward for you, Jarvan. You've had too many today.
Looks like Jay's forcing Irelia back, definitely. Jay's just taking advantage of that range bonus there.
I believe almost all of these ults by Irelia have been defensive.
This is a good point. I have to see if that...
And it was LANathon and Nivea. Will they take out the egg? Oh no, she flashes right outside.
So once again, Team OSU seems to be really dictating the pace of the game, really forcing SWAGTUSKS to play on their back heel. You notice most of them are under their turret, excluding top lane, where Jace is doing a pretty good job. LANathon on Keenan and the Ice Pick, not bad. Some pretty good damage out there out of Nivea. So far, some pretty passive things happening so far. Irelia is sensing that Jace isn't top anymore. Looks like she's going to try and roam mid. This brush is not warded here, but she's not going to wait. She's just going to jump in and give plenty of time for Nivea to jump back.
Keep in mind,
And Jarvan shows up in the nick of time, and the wall really helps out. And we might have a little bit of a skirmish here around Dragon. Warded from both teams. SWAGTUSKS is going to push bot a little bit. And we might just have a reset. Looks like that's exactly what we're going to have happen.
On bot lane, notice that Graves picked up a Bloodthirster, and Tristana picked up Blade of the Ruined King. There's been a lot of debate over which one is, better for a matchup. And I guess we'll see what kind of damage is done.
Oh, and the stun gets landed on Janna. Are they going to be able to make her pay for that? Graves is forced to burn his ult there to try and push them away. Lil Rooster getting extremely low. If he would have just a couple more auto attacks, would have gotten it, but he does get away with that Terror Q. They
are getting pretty greedy to kill that Janna, The DPS is coming from Graves, but, an exhaust was blown on Janna.
Oh, and that Jace is barely going to survive. Although I really might just go ahead and decide to jump in on him.
Huge fight bot lane.
See. Are they going to happen? Is it going to happen? Are they going to chase? And it looks like bot lane, there's 3 bot.
Tristana
they do pick up the kill on that Tristana.
And Nivea, will she? Yes, she will become breakfast. Will he have? Will Cho'Gath eat this day? He does. Cho'Gath has breakfast eggs, but no bacon.
It looks like top lane got away, no problems. I really did not finish off that Jace.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like mid is actually going to go ahead and pick up that turret. Nice job on Coercion's part. Continuing the pressure on mid lane. And the game is evened out a little bit. OSU does have a slight gold lead of 1.8k. It's been a while since Dragon's been picked up. See Cho'Gath with the Oracle there clearing out wards. Are they going to go for it? Looks like they will.
Straight for the Dragon, however. You have 3 from the blue team. It's going to be a
Jarvan, go ahead and land his
bot.
pole. He wards up top.
Purple team has slain a dragon.
And OSU will pick it up. Not bad at all. And one thing SWAGTUSKS is doing really well is they're avoiding those ruptures from Cho'Gath. I don't really have seen that many people be hit by one this game.
It might be the lag.
It could be the lag. This is the battle of the toasters after all. Ooh, and if he tries to land a wall, but Keenan is too slippery and gets away. Really feeling that he's in a bit deep, tries to back off. Does have a couple hits off on her ult. Jace is forced to get away a little bit quicker.
We have a stun on Kennen, but no frostbite.
Whoa, sorry about that stream. Misclick on my part.
And you see that flash by Kennen. You only see Kennen's flashes, be used in defense. He's not been able to ult flash into everyone, pick up a kill. So that's a really good job on the blue team.
And here comes Jarvan up on that. Really, it looks like they might be able to pick up the kill on here. Jace is trying to do as much DPS as he possibly can, while Jarvan's trying to just do a little bit of auto attacking. They ignite her, but it looks like she's gonna get away thanks to the help of the turret. Cho'Gath deciding I should probably go top and defend that turret there. And Keenan is pushed back completely under the turret. So far this is much more of a passive game than Game 2 was. Game 2 you saw much more aggressive actions on OSU's side, but this game, it seems like SWAGTUSKS is forcing them just to play a little bit more passively, and I'm just going to kind of see what happens the first major team fight. We haven't really had a big one yet.
And blue team is well aware of Cho'Gath.
Here they go pinging for him. Cho'Gath's deciding to just turn around.
He is at max stacks, you see. He has a pretty large health bonus from that.
Yep. And the ward coverage and the tri-brush will give it away, but Cho'Gath with the Oracle's just going to go ahead and clear it. They're really getting low there. The Phage really helping out Jace there.
Stun is landed on Graves. And here we go. Taric is isolated.
Gets jumped up, and Janet's just going to go ahead and ult push everybody away.
Fight is not over yet. We have Kennen and Anivia approaching.
Graves is going to pick up that kill right there. Cho'Gath forcing
There's
everybody back, even though it's 2-on-3. Jarvan going to go ahead and ult. Little Rooster getting caught in the Jarvan ult. Going to go ahead and jump away. Not enough. Anivia goes ahead and picks up that kill. And here comes Kennen out of the mid lane, out of the river. Very nice wall up by Anivia to trap Cho'Gath. But ultimately they're forced away. Jarvan flashes. And it looks like... And the rupture hits right on top of Graves, pushing him just barely back. And it looks like they'll barely be able to defend this turret, but they might be able to force off if they push and press the issue here. They do outnumber them 4-2. That looks like exactly what's going to happen. And Anivia tries to flash away. Oh, barely misses a few there. And backs off from the rusher.
Purple team's turret has been
A
destroyed.
great play by SWAGTUSKS. Not a single, player was lost in that counter. Some great play by Anivia. Not to mention the Janna ult. Completely.
The Janna ult really changed it, didn't it?
Nivea's headed to blue. Yeah. That infinite mana for infinite farming.
That toggle ult, too good. Graves trying to hold back mid a little bit. Janna coming. Gotta be careful with that Oracle. We shall
Blue
see
team's
what
turret
happens.
has been destroyed.
Dragon is back up. They might just be posturing just a little bit. Cho'Gath is definitely trying to make sure that that's not going to happen
Blue
without his
team's
permission.
turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4v5 here in the bottom half of the map. As Aurelia free farms top.
OSU does pick up 2 turrets there, so definitely not bad on their part. Tristana goes and pushes away Graves after bursting Tristana with his Q.
Team OSU may be able to pick up a third turret as Aurelia continues to push.
And we're just going to dance around Dragon here. Irelia is going to be left completely alone in top lane to take that turret. Now, they really need to be careful on Team OSU's part. They are outnumbered 5-4. But it looks like they're just going to jump in and see what they can do. Excellent Anivia wall, but just barely off, just a pixel off. It doesn't matter. They land a stun. Jarvan jumps in and ults right on top of the little rooster. They're going to quickly take him down. Coercion, go ahead, and Zanya's right there. They'll back off of him for the time being. He tries to flash back over the wall, gets hit by an ice pick from Anivia, and he barely gets away. Graves will pick up another kill on Taric, and an excellent Anivia wall. Look at that wall. There's no way. Get over here. An excellent part on SWAGTUSKS. They're definitely playing much more solid this game. 3-0 there. And they're just going to go ahead and pick up Dragon.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
I believe it was 3 kills and a dragon in exchange for, let's say, 3 turrets. They were lost in all about the same couple of minutes. So the gold exchanges should be about even.
Interestingly enough, you'll see the kill counter in favor of SWAGTUSKS, but yet again, the gold counter is in favor of OSU. Obviously, a product of destroying 3 turrets there.
Yeah, man, towers ain't cheap.
This is a good point. It really seems like OSU needs to stop getting in positions where Anivia walls will really hurt them. Because if you look at where they were fighting that last team fight, it was in an area where that Anivia wall will completely cover your exit. They need to fight more out in the open to completely negate the fact that that wall is so powerful and restricting positioning and movement.
And the Zonia is activated on cannon. Another wall provoked that defensive maneuver yet again.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
It looks like SWAGTUSKS will take a turret, so slowly closing the turret gap into favor. And they're just going to go ahead and...
They've done a great job on picking off Tristana in every single fight.
try and pick up blue. Anivia getting a little bit low, getting ignited by that Aurelia. Aurelia's just going to jump in. Is she going to be able to pick up the kill? It looks like it. Oh, the excellent flash by Anivia there. And then the ult by Jarvan. So sick. Great save on their part. Graves going to go ahead and pick up the kill. They even fit for their AD carry, but unfortunately, that damage coming out of Tristana. Too much. So OSU clawing their way back into this game.
A 2-for-1 exchange. Both kills going to Tristana. She becomes kind of a beast late game.
was actually an excellent turnaround for them. They were in such a bad position in there, and they were able to turn around no problem.
Blue
So
team's
excellent job
turret
on their
has
part.
been destroyed.
Tristana has gotten her, she's gotten her Blade of the Ruin King, her last Whisper, so she's doing some really great damages for this, for 29 minutes. Yeah, she has 2 main items. And she's building Little Rooster's building a Guardian's Angel now, so, maybe you
We
see
saw
a
that
little
out of
more.
them last game, I think. It worked out pretty well in his favor. It actually saved his ass quite a few times. You'll notice down here, Tristana is significantly pulled ahead in the farm rate versus Graves. Tristana at 225, while Graves at 188, so definitely a significant lead there. And you can tell by her items, because Tristana goes ahead and picks up a GA as well.
Graves doing the same. He will have a GA very soon, but not this encounter, given there is one right now. Seems like things are... Some Baron dancing a little bit.
So you see 2 Oracles here out of SWAGTUSKS. Seems to be their preferred style.
There are plenty of tasty wards here on their bottom side of the map.
I think you'd be really careful about this turret. Somebody needs to clear out this, and there we go. Nibia's just going to toggle and clear out that wave.
What wave?
What wave? Blue buff is pretty good.
She's almost consistently had this entire game just loaded with blue buff.
We're going to go ahead and clear out that ward as well. Slowly but surely. Red saying, hey, that turret down there is undefended. Somebody needs to go down there. Looks like they're just going to try and stall him mid. Oh, they jump on coercion, and it looks like Jarvan whiffs the ult.
Forcing that flash out of Kennen. Just again. They've been really mean to that guy this whole game.
They jump on him. Coercion takes some great damage out of Graves there, and it looks like it's going to be the first huge team fight. Coercion's going to go ahead and Zanya's. He gets out of the Zanya's, and it looks like Little Rooster joins the fight just a little bit late, and we have to be forced to jump away. It looks like we're chasing here.
Tristana is
And
not
it looks
being
like
focused. She's doing mad damage right now.
Janna's the first to fall.
She's able to
Shut down.
And it looks like
barely escaping.
that Jace is definitely going to fall. That Irelia chases him down and takes that kill as well. So excellent, excellent job to OSU. They're really coming back in the game, and this is how they've really started full control of the game. If you get a 4-for-1 like that, you're in a pretty good spot.
Very hesitant. Here we go.
Oh, is he going to pick up that kill? Very, very nice play on Anivia's part. Oh my lord. Just saying, come at me, bro. Oh my god, barely jumps away.
She popped
And
the Guardian's Angel. 1v3, but she's got the
She says, who
she's got the
cares?
CC.
Oh, barely dodges that silence by Cho'Gath. Very nice job with a nice wall, but he eats a rupture and he'll have to back off.
Very talented play by Anivia. She had a lot of potential to get a few. She probably could have got a couple more kills in that, exchange, given she had dodged a rupture. Her walls have just been so great this game.
Her gameplay has been really, really, really solid. The last Shyvana is showing that she's a really solid Anivia play. It looks like we're going to be posturing for Baron here. They're just going to go for it. Blue's completely out of position at Dragon, but I'm pretty sure any day they'll trade Dragon for Baron.
Team OSU did know that, SWAGTUSKS is headed to Dragon, and, it's kind of a distance. We have all 5 members of Team OSU taking down that Baron. I don't think anyone from Team SWAGTUSKS can make it there in time. There we
Anivia
go.
thinks something's funny about this, and she decides to go forward, but it's already too late. Baron's already been taken. She walls off defensively just to save herself. And it looks like OSU's just going to go top. Now this is a little bit cognizant of what happened last game too. It seems like OSU was really on top of making sure they took every dragon and baron when they got the opportunity to do so. Overall, just making pretty smart in-game decisions. That gentleman, Cho'Gath.
Very classy.
Classy indeed. So OSU again starting to pull away with that gold lead, up to about 5k now. They're 3 turrets ahead, definitely doing well. And here again we see Anivia picking up blue. Now SWAGTUSKS seems a little bit defensive here, not really sure what to do, but really just trying to wait for that Baron buff to wear off, it seems. A little bit of a sight battle going on there.
Walking
Chase
right
providing
to
the
the wood.
speeds. Braves just picking up red. Cho'Gath roaming river, just trying to make sure there's no wards. Still does have that oracle. And blue realizing that they're all bought and they need to get to that turret ASAP.
And they still have that Baron. Cannon's being a little sneaky. He might want to use his flash. Zanya's.
Looks like just some general posturing here, waiting for the next creep wave. Good avoid on
Very
that
well
rupture.
placed ward by Team. Team SWAGTUSKS have Cannon, you know, they have him under a ward. He's not going to be able to flash ult right on top of him. Not in this team fight, at least. Poking the tower away.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like anything's going to come of this. They're just going to go ahead and disengage and back off, it seems, until the next creep wave comes around. But you're right, with that ward there, Keenan really can't be effective with flashing over the wall and just Zanyaing. Nice wall by Anivia.
Huge wall in your face.
And then Jarvan's just going to go ahead and jump in, and Little Rooster's just going to go ahead and use his GA. Jarvan's going to go ahead and ult as well, and then he's just going to fall, no questions asked. So is Janna. And look at that, another GA being used on Jace. Tristana's finally going to fall.
Tristana is picked off.
And this is going to be a close one here. Looks like Graves barely picks up that kill.
Anivia
Might have to quick dash away. You're going to have to quick dash away. Is he going to do it? He barely does it. Jace's going to go ahead and sack himself for the sake of the AD carry, but nice flash there by Aurelia. She's just going to flash over the wall, pick up the kill anyway. Doesn't even matter. I ain't even mad. And, oh, sick wall. Sick wall. Wow. Wow. I really was like, oh man. This Anivia. Who is this guy?
A 3-for-3 exchange, but it looks like Aurelia may be able to pick up the tower. No, it looks like Jarvan's going to make it there in time. Defend with home guard boots.
It's actually a pretty even game so far. You see a couple item advantages on OSU's side, but really as long as you find yourself in a good team fight, I think you're going to find Anivia is going to make the difference in the game. So far, that's been the case. Not to mention Graves doing pretty well as himself, picking up 6 kills.
Nivea will not be able to respawn in the next team fight from her egg.
Definitely passive on cooldown for the time being. Maybe he's going to wall off Cho'Gath. Very nice job. Buying time for Jarvan to come in and Janna with her Tornado to fucking knock him up. Very, very nice stuff. Are they going to be able to finish him off? No, but they take off a huge chunk of health.
Cho'Gath just barely slipping away.
Hate to lose those stacks. Jarvan getting a bit out of position there is going to get caught, but he does disengage well. And Ken is completely out of position, gets walled by Anivia and ulted. He's going to have to pop his Zhonya's, but he's going to be able to get away. It seems like he's going to just do a little bit of damage before deciding to back off. Janna's going to ult him into the wall. Very nice ult by Janna. And Jason's going to pick up the kill, but Irelia is just going to turn around and pick off Anivia, rather.
Irelia is able to do plenty of damage right now. She still has well over 2k health. She's still doing work. A 2-for-1 exchange so far in favor of Team OSU. Going for Jace. Now he's going to just walk away.
And it looks like Red might be trying to just go Baron again. Push your advantage while you have it. Very smart play.
They do have Tristana there to tear that Baron just down with their Blade of the Ruin King's passive. And they are going to be able to pick it up. Blue team and nowhere in sight, nowhere in position to disrupt this Baron.
Now SWAGTUSKS needs to be careful here. They're definitely behind, but they're not out of this game. If they play smart, there's no reason that they can't come back. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Got you a nice 40-minute game going on here. Really back and forth. Very solid game. Both teams playing incredibly careful. This is Game 3 in the best of 3 series semifinals for the Spring LANathon 2013. Winner will advance to the finals, where O Gaming is waiting for them.
A pretty easy dragon for Team OSU.
They really need to stop giving up things like that for free. This is how it snowballed last time. Right now, OSU's just trying to pin them back into their base. Pretty good job. Let's see what comes out of this. Does hit that rupture.
That mini wave Team OSU wasn't even able to touch the tower thanks to that Anivia just storm.
They're gonna try and go bot, but it looks like they're just not
Blue
fooled by
team's
it.
turret has been
I'm gonna go ahead and sack
destroyed.
that turret as it's being low, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to defend this turret here.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Rupture to try and zone them off to the side of the turret. But they're really just not able to get in there and do damage. That Anivia ult is just doing too much zoning for them to really handle. Here we go. The Rupture lands on 2 people there. Giving him time. Is Anivia going to land a wall here?
Blue team's
And she
turret
does.
has been destroyed.
But it puts this
Cannon in danger.
completely all alone. Jarvan's just going to go ahead and ult. Might be able to pick up. Oh, looks like Cho'Gath is just going to go ahead and pick up the kill on that
Double
ace.
kill.
Going to go double kill. Might even be a
Cho'Gath.
triple. It's going to burn the GA revive.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Pick up the inhibitor. And Graves is going to fall.
Dominating.
Looks like
And
it's
it
gonna
looks
jump
like
on the
this just
towers.
might be game, guys. They really need to jump in and do something
Blue
about
team's
this.
turret has been destroyed.
But what are they really able to do with the 5 of them there versus only 2?
Blue team's
This just
turret
might
has
be
been
game.
destroyed.
Nice wall by
This is-
Anivia, but he
looks
just
like
goes ahead and gets
it's
flashed
GG.
on. And he picks up the kill. This
Here
is
we
going to
go.
be GG.
The winners of the,
Congratulations.
I believe, semifinals.
So Team OSU moves on to the final match with O Gaming. Very nicely played on their part.